right, so earlier I heard there were some married people. So who was that married couple in the back, the 20-year couple? Make noise. Joe and Toby? Okay, Joe and Toby, I got married a year and a half ago. Do you have any advice for me? Their friends are all like, they're a terrible couple. Don't ask them. We hate going over to their house. It's like that one episode of The Office. It's very awkward. But do you, any advice? Anything at all? She's like, get divorced. Okay, well that's fine. You know what? I'll take no advice over the last 5 shows in a row that I've done where somebody yelled out, keep it spicy. Yeah, that's the worst, because that advice always comes from the last couple that you want to picture keeping it spicy. Like every time I'd be like, what should I do? Keep it spicy. Oh, thanks, Myrtle. Yeah, I don't want to picture that. But my husband and I, we do keep it spicy because I am Jewish. Thank you. Okay, some of you said hey. Some of you are staring at me like Israel is my fault. It's not. It's not. And my husband is not Jewish. He's 6'1". He's blonde hair, blue eyed. He's very Aryan. So I like to say we keep it historically spicy. Thank you so much. And we have some things in common, but we are very different. Like I'm an introvert. Where are my introverts at? That was the woo of people who want to be heard but not seen. That was the most introverted response ever. So thank you for being real. And I relate to that. Like we went to a bunch of holiday parties, over the holiday season, and I love coming home from a party. I look forward to coming home from a party before we leave the house. That's me. I am that much of an introvert, and I come by it honestly. It's in my genetics, because my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my ancestors immigrated here from Poland in 1910, because they know how to leave a party early. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so I don't know, Joe and Toby, I don't know if you relate to this. Do you guys feel like you married your best friend?
Sure.
Do you hear how that's a lie? Do you hear that though? But because it is a lie. It is a lie. And I found this out because also over the holidays, my grandmother came over and she gave each of us, so my husband's name is Bob, she gave each of us our very own bag of candy. There were like Peeps and jelly beans and Andes Mints, all these things. And I left my husband alone for 2 hours. And when I came back home, he had eaten his entire bag of jelly beans. Yeah, and I was like, how long was that John Elway documentary? How did, you're a monster. You're a disgusting monster. But the next night, I hung out with my best friend, Kaylee, and I brought the jelly beans over to her place, and I left them there. I realized if she had called me the next day and was like, Ariel, I ate that entire bag of jelly beans in one sitting, I would have been like, you go, girl. Slay. Jelly bean queen. Yes. You're a quirky candy goddess because I didn't marry my best friend. I married a 43-year-old alcoholic comedian who had the sugar shits for 3 hours, okay? That's who I married. And that is true, he is 43. And a lot of my friends are straight male comedians in their 40s. And a lot of them have been like going through a tough time lately. I've been on the phone for many hours the last couple of weeks helping all these guys. Like, they all have anxiety. What if I never meet the one? What if I never make it in comedy? What if I never have kids? And they're freaking out. And I realized all of these guys are going through their midlife crisis. But they're all too poor to have a real midlife crisis. I mean, they can't afford a sports car. They don't have a wife and kids to leave. They're calling me like, what do I do? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you're a hat guy this year. You don't have sugar daddy money. You have hat money. I don't know. Buy a beanie. See if that changes your personality. One of my friends, he called me and he was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, where are you right now? And he said, I'm dog sitting in River North. And here's the problem. I'm swiping on Tinder, and all these girls in River North give mediocre head. Yeah, I know. It's so hard to be you. Gee, I was like, what? Of course they give mediocre head in River North. They're hot, rich River North girls. You want good head, go to a poor neighborhood. Those girls need a meal. They will try, okay? Go to Portage Park, I think. That's not a bad place for people from out of town. It's got poor in the name. That's all you need to know. That's enough. It's just such a bummer because it's true. All of my straight male comedian friends, they're all broke. They're all too poor to get into a building tall enough for them to jump off of. The doorman would never let them in. Sir, you definitely don't live here. You don't get roof access. No way. No way. But I do love being married, though. I do. I don't miss being single. Where are my single people at? Big noise? That was a dead inside kind of response. I don't miss it either. When I was single, I was very single. Have we ever heard a lady say that? I'm very single. Do we know what that means? Means I'm a whore. I dated a lot. I fucked my Comcast guy and my realtor. Thank you. The realtor got me $50 a month off rent. Okay. I'm more of a Jew than a feminist. Thank you. It was an attic apartment, so he felt like he had to. That is a Holocaust joke, but it's also true. It is true. I lived in an attic for 6 years. Yeah, no one ever found me. I'm out now. I'm out. It's fine. Just in time for the Nazis. It's perfect. I made it. I did. I fucked a lot of people. I fucked an anesthesiologist once, I think. He was pretty good at his job. I Me Too'd myself. I did. My friends would always give me so much shit for it. They'd be like, Ariel, just because they buy you dinner doesn't mean you have to fuck them. And I'm like, they buy you dinner? I thought the sex was the date. What? Because that is crazy to me. That women will go on a date with a man, a total stranger, and they will sit across from this man while he statistically lies to you for an hour and a half, and you don't even know what his dick looks like. That is a gamble. Jews don't do that. We don't. You can't convince me that losing my money is fun. There's no way. There's no. And for anyone who's like, no, you could see the dick because of a dick pic. Right? Where are my dick pic senders at? Thank you for your woo, sir. Thank you for... No, seriously. A lot of lady comics, anti-dick pics, I'm not like other girls. I love your dick pics. I love them. I do. And for any man in here who's a little worried, maybe mine's not impressive, you can still have fun with it. Put a hat on it. It's fine. It's fine. Put some googly eyes on the head so it looks like it's smiling. That's fine. You can do that. You can. And just know, gentlemen, just know that we ladies, we do save your dick pics. And we share your dick pics. Oh, I cannot tell you how many times I responded to a man's dick pic with another man's dick pic. The power, it's so good. And when he sends me his 6-inch best, I respond to the guy who was saved in my phone as Horsecock Aaron. That's a true story of how I got my 5th UTI. Thank you. Guys, that's been my time on Ariel Julie. Thank you so much.